Scream 5 is just gonna be called Scream? What?
Hey, Tony! Tony, come here. Check this out.
Oh, it's Tony. It's Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
What a twist. I would have never have guessed that. That's crazy.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, we're still going to call it Scream 5. I mean, I don't see what's wrong with calling it Scream 5.
Oh! Hello, Sydneys! Thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. We thought we had made the last 5 Scream update, but no. Now that Scream 5 has officially wrapped its production, they finished making the movie, all we have left now is to wait for the release date of January 2022. What they went ahead and did is drop the official title with the logo, as well as also a couple of official behind-the-scene photos, giving us our first look at Ghostface and everybody attached to Scream 5. So I'm gonna need you guys to leave me your opinions down below on everything we discussed here today. And what do you think of these first look photos? There's a lot actually to dissect in here, some Easter eggs, and it could also help us out with some of the theories we got going on and what is happening in this movie. I know there's going to be a lot of people upset about the title, but we just got to be happy we're even getting a continuation instead of a full-on reboot that ignores everything. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty great today. I made 2 other videos. Don't forget to check those out if you haven't already. And since Scream 5, one of my favorite horror movie franchises, just wrapped up and we're actually getting this movie, I want to do a little giveaway right here. I'm going to be giving away some of these right here, my little Ghostface figure. This is the box for mine, so it's empty. But if you want to be entered to win one of these Ghostface figures that I have sitting on my desk right here, just go ahead and make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. And within 72 hours, I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 winners, just because we know there's always 2 Ghostface out there. Probably also in a good mood, because Jack Quaid himself finally said 5 cream, and he joined the team, brother. If you watch these videos, let me know, man, and I'll give you a free t-shirt. I'll give you 10. Alright, so this is coming to us from Kevin Williamson, the man who gave us the great Scream 1, 2, and 4. He wrote those movies. It's his genius ideas that be helping it, along with Wes Craven's master craft of creating the films. And he took to his Twitter to go ahead and say, that's a wrap on Scream, which I'm excited to announce is the official title of the next film. Nearly 25 years ago, when I wrote Scream and Wes Craven brought it to life, I could not have imagined the lasting impact it would have had on you, the fans. I'm excited for you to return to Woodsboro and get really scared again. I believe Wes would have been so proud of the film that Matt and Tyler are making. I'm thrilled to be reunited with Kev, Courtney, and David, and Marley, and to be working alongside a new filmmaking team. An incredible cast of newcomers that have come together to continue Wes's legacy with the upcoming relaunch of the franchise that I hold dear to my heart. See you in theaters January 2022. And right there, he gives us the official title card of Scream. This is the logo that they're going with, so they're not going with that little cut that we've been seeing on some of the behind-the-scenes production chairs. It's just looking like this with the Ghostface mask in the background, looking really great. And okay, come on, Scream is the title. We just gotta learn to live with it, alright? But don't forget who was the first one to tell you that this movie would be called Scream. It was right here, and man, all you Ghostface fans were attacking me. Heck, you would have stabbed me, getting so mad at me when I was trying to just prepare y'all for this, that it would eventually be called Scream. And now that I've been saying it for months, you gotta admit, now that it's official, you're like, okay, I can learn to live with it. As opposed to if you just found out for the very first time, I think you'd be a little pissed. Since the Scream news update videos have grown a little bit since the first time I've made it, I'm just gonna explain real quickly again why they're doing this. It is just for marketing purposes, guys. Scream 4 unfortunately bombed at the box office and was the reason we didn't get that other trilogy that Wes Craven was planning, because he was trying to do Scream 5 and 6 at that time. But the movie didn't perform well, and Hollywood statistically says if you keep adding a number at the end of your movie, less and less people are going to be showing up. At least that's how it is for a horror franchise. If you're Marvel or an action franchise, you kind of go ahead and brag that you're on the 10th or 11th movie. So for all intents and purposes, this is still Scream 5. It's a continuation of all the past 4 movies, but you heard it here from Kevin Williamson. It is working as a relaunch here, so it's just trying to start the franchise back up and trying to bring in a whole bunch of new audience members that don't have to feel that weighted pressure of like, oh man, I gotta watch 4 other movies before I can see this. Nah, I'm not into that life. I'm gonna go watch TikTok. So now this way, some people will be tricked into going to the theater watching this and like, oh, what the heck? What is all this backstory? I'm confused, but they got your money, and now that box office money is gonna lead to Scream 6. I'm sure the movie is still gonna be very friendly to just casual moviegoers who are going into it for the first time, so expect a lot of explanation and backstories to what has happened in the past movies, I guess. Aside from that, we have Kevin Williamson again here with Ghostface right next to him. Our first look of the Ghostface we're getting in this movie. So much speculation and wondering of what is going on in this film, if they're gonna change the Ghostface mask. And like I told you guys, even with all the hints and clues they've been giving us, of course course, Ghostface would still be looking exactly the same, but seeing him there with the knife in his hand, you gotta admit, that is a pretty sight to see, and the mask looks just as perfect as it used to. One thing to notice though, if you really zoom in on this picture, you can see the eyes of the person behind that mask, and I am just kind of praying and hoping that it is a stunt double, that it is a stunt worker that they put behind the suit, because my boy, that kind of wears it down a little bit of who could be Ghostface. I think those are obviously eyes of a guy right there, a white man. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm just getting Jack Quaid vibes. That better not be him behind that mask. I'm hoping it's a stunt double, because I don't think they would go ahead and ruin it that fast. But yeah, right there, you can see the eyes of Ghostface if you're into that. The next picture here that we got is a beaut and has led to a lot of speculation online here. We have our first look of Sidney Prescott and Gail Weathers on the set of Scream 5. Okay, first off, they look fantastic. They really haven't aged at all since Scream 4, in my opinion. They look really great together. I'm loving Neve Campbell in that leather jacket. She's always got that style. But really, it's the background here that's causing a lot of buzz among Scream fans, because that for sure is Stu's house from the first Scream movie, and there's obviously teenagers having a party in the background, and it looks like Sidney and Gail are investigating this party, kind of having deja vu of when this exact situation happened for them in Scream. Not only that, but the Letterman jacket for Woodsboro High that the boyfriend at the beginning of the first Scream, someone is wearing that. What a great callback to see. So much wondering why Stu's house is involved in here. Like, is it a family member of Stu's that they're following here? Could we possibly be seeing the niece or nephew of Stu here? Or did someone else just buy the house in Woodsboro? I mean, it is a nice, big, rich house. So obviously, maybe it's the popular kid just throwing the party like they're used to. But I'm really curious to how they're going to tie in Stu's house, and if they try to replicate the ending finale of Scream in Scream 5. Because, come on, that was a great ending, especially in the kitchen with Billy and Stu right there opening up to Neve. Yeah, that's what I would love to see happen here, but I hope they don't cross that line of being too nostalgic or copycat. I still want them to do their own thing and be a little refreshing, but these little Easter eggs right here are awesome. I mean, this is also Stu's house. Could we see another garage scene death right there? That'd be like the third one in the Scream franchise. One thing also that I'm noticing here, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but Sidney and Gail have the exact same necklace right here. Have no idea what that could mean. One thing for sure that we've known about Sidney in the past is she would used to wear the necklace given to her by her boyfriend in Scream 2. She wore it in Scream 3, but then by Scream 4, she let go of that. I guess she just got over him. And I don't remember in Scream 4, Sidney and Gail sharing this necklace right here. So maybe this is something they did after Scream 4, where it's like, we're bonded for life, girl. We're always going to be best friends. We're always going to be in each other's life. Here's a necklace to remind you of that. If not, the other thing that's making me panic so hard is, why is David Arquette, Dewey, not in these shots right here? Don't tell me that this was a present from David Arquette's character to both Sidney and Gail, and then he dies later on screen, and that those necklaces are in remembrance to Dewey Riley. I'm gonna be so heartbroken, but that is pretty cool that they are wearing the same necklace right there. Other details about this is Bloody Disgusting went ahead and did a little virtual set visit for Scream 5, and they have a whole bunch of little small details if you guys want to check that out on their website. But something here that caught my attention that they said here when talking about the movie, one of the things that Wes did that we have implemented and learned from well is that we made a real point of making sure within each scene there was always a misdirect, there was always a red herring, and even if it was subtle or subconscious almost, you think about the shoes that the sheriff is wearing in the first movie, or you look at Henry Winkler's character Gabe in the principal's office. All those little moments just to keep the audience on their toes is something we're trying to do in this one and make a true whodunit. Oh, goosebumps with that, because that is so true. There were so many moments in that first Scream movie, just really subtle, only if you're paying attention to the movie. I know I keep catching a couple every time I rewatch Scream around Halloween. There are little hints and moments here where Wes Craven was clever enough to be like, oh, the sheriff is wearing the boots like the killer. Oh, this person is being suspicious. Oh, this person just left the room and Ghostface entered. Who could it be? The fact that they say here that they're replicating that and exactly what Wes Craven did, and each scene is basically giving off a little suspect vibe here to each of the characters, That's what I love. I like being on my toes. I like trying to guess who is the killer, who done it, who has a correct motive. So that's kind of really exciting to hear from them on that. One other thing that they went ahead and mentioned here that I think a lot of you guys are going to be happy about, they said, when asked about the identity of the killer in the new film, Radio Silence confirms that with Kevin Williamson's support, multiple drafts of the script have been leaked to the public, much like Williamson did the original Scream. The cast has also been given different versions of the script. Man, honestly, you have no idea how happy that makes me, because I have gotten so many suspicious random emails ever since I've done Scream 5 videos of people saying they know what happens, and they've given some details that have lined up with set photos and stuff going on, and I was kind of upset because I'm like, why did I read that email? I did not want to know that, but now this puts me at ease, because it's like they're purposely out there. There's fake scripts, there's fake plot holes out there. Some of the stuff in there might be real, but I think it's really small details to misdirect people. So if you're online and you're hearing people spoil Scream for you, that most likely is the fake script. I'm thinking that the real killers and whoever is involved at the end of Scream 5, it is being kept top secret, and probably only 3 people on that set even know who it is. But anyways, that is everything just going on right now in the Scream community. I want to know your guys' opinions down below. How do you feel about these set photos? What theories can you pick up? Specifically about the necklace that Sydney and Gail are wearing. I wonder what that's about. Also, how Stu's house is going to play into all this. Really curious to hear from you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, just go ahead and let me know down below. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.